Welcome back, everybody, to episode 17 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. We're just cranking these things out lately. I'm here with just Emily as of right now.
Just the two of us.
I'm
We're
shocked we're even here at this point. We had so many
living the
technical
life.
issues going on this week. I didn't have power for the last day. My
Yeah.
power came back on at 4 o'clock today.
We had two, well, we had another co-host try to return. He might be back later.
Ben
Uh,
was almost found.
yeah,
He was
Ben,
on the call a second ago.
he was, but he was driving, which I don't think is illegal. But
No, it's legal. You can talk on the phone and
his
drive.
phone was also ready to die.
You can talk
So,
on the phone and drive. That's legal.
well, you can't like be on
You
your
can't.
phone
You
and
can't.
drive
You
now.
can't hold it up like
I thought it was illegal now.
Well, so this is St. Louis for you. In
You just
2025,
incriminated
it'll be legal.
yourself.
It got passed in 2022. It's only a secondary thing. It's like not wearing a seatbelt, so they can get you for not wearing a seatbelt if you're speeding.
Anyway, just don't do it. How about
Yeah,
that?
I mean you
Uh,
can talk on the phone. It's coming through. If it's hands free, you can talk on the phone.
avoid the risk of dying.
I mean, almost every time I get in the car, I call somebody.
Okay, I just turn on Spotify and I'm going.
I can't tell you the last time I listened to music in the car.
What do you listen to?
Either Riz, the Fast Lane, BK and Ferrario.
The wind as you drive by.
No, I got radio on, just not music.
Okay.
I'll occasionally listen to Liv Maddox in the afternoon if I think about it.
Yeah, I had
I've listened
actually what
I've listened
I'm
to
trying to
myself voice tracking before.
oh God. That
And then
I've seen you voice track.
it's quick.
I'm trying to think
My
what
voice tracking is
I
great. What are you talking? Hold on, back this up. My voice tracking is great.
I wasn't ripping on it. I've seen
You
you do it.
you were
Like
just
I know how it works
you were in the room when I did it.
a few times.
I think I showed you how to do it.
Yeah, that's why I was with you.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm trying to think what I listened to. Well, on my way to work, I listened to Riz,
Yeah,
and then on my way back,
they had Mike Leahy on Congress on there the other day.
oh, I didn't see. Oh, wait, no, I did
Mike
hear
Leahy
that.
filled in, and Columbus came on to announce his beer.
Yeah.
This was like I just finished. I didn't go anywhere for a while, so I didn't listen to the podcast. So it took me like I don't know a week and a
The
half to
mu
listen to one episode.
the music, my coworker and I, so like she's big into country and all that, and
Country,
I'm big into like heavy metal and shit.
hardcore rock.
Yeah. So it's kind of like two different spectrums, but the thing we agree on, we had a playlist called Y2K Pop Music for Baddies. And we found it on YouTube and we played that all day long while
The
we were working.
You'll like this. The playlist I've been using at work lately when I'm producing, when I'm picking the music, is called "I'm Sorry, Officer, but the laws of the road don't apply when the guitar solo from Freebird is on." And the description says, "Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisy, but Freebird was playing."
Oh, dude, don't get me started on Freebird
Right?
because I I love that song. How can you not? But I also played it with my band, and it's not hard to play. I
But
mean, I didn't do the solo. The solo is nuts.
that's the hard part. It's the greatest guitar solo maybe ever.
I mean, I had this debate like a long time ago because I play guitar,
Yeah.
and so we were talking about like what was the greatest guitar solo ever. And we were trying to figure out if we considered Eruption
I don't think I
a
know.
solo. How do you not know Eruption?
I don't know. What,
Van Halen.
Van
And
Hagar or Van Halen? Which one?
What do you
David Lee,
mean?
David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar era?
It was David Lee
Okay,
Roth
it's
era,
the good era.
but it's the whole song is just him shredding, like absolutely like on fire. And we were like, do we consider that a solo or just a whole song?
Whole song probably.
Because it's like if you're talking about the greatest guitar solos, I think Eruption would probably be up there.
I think it's Freebird, and I don't think it's close.
You
Black Betty has a
well,
decent guitar solo, but I wouldn't
you
call it the best.
haven't heard Eruption though. If you hear Eruption, you're gonna think Freebird. Okay.
Be happy Casey's not here. He would have just killed you. Oh yeah, Casey's
I'm
still
not.
awesome, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying Freebird is bad. It's amazing.
So I'm not gonna say who this was because you don't know this person and they don't listen. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who it was. I was at the Fourth of July, one of the city fireworks shows, and we were talking about Kid Rock because Kid Rock is Fourth of July. That's what
Yeah.
they say. Did you see the memes? It was like, make sure you put out fireworks and guns under the tree, and Kid Rock was
Yes.
gone.
It was like a six pack of beer and
That's what it was.
cigarettes.
A 6 pack of beer, cigarettes, and a rifle. And
Yeah.
Kid Rock would bring the fireworks.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about Kid Rock and how some of his songs are straight up rip-offs of Skinner.
hmm
And I couldn't think of the Kid Rock song all summer long.
Oh,
And
that's
this
a
other
good
person,
one.
it is a good one, but it's a rip off. It's a straight up rip off of
Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama. And we were talking about Sweet Home Alabama, and this person says, "Man, I hate that song." And I was like, "What?" And,
Well, okay.
hold on. And then she goes, "It's almost as bad as that one song, Freebird." And I was like, "No."
Okay. That person just doesn't like Leonard Skinner
Yeah, that's what I'm
at
starting to
all.
realize. And another friend of mine, she told me she didn't like Freebird for some reasons, and I told Casey about it. He goes, "That's just not fair to Freebird."
It's not fair to Freebird. That should be the title of it.
That's not okay. I'll put that. Episode
Not
17.
fair
That's
to
not fair to Freebird.
Yeah.
That's one of Casey's better quotes.
I mean, Casey has a lot of them.
That and I ate lasagna while I was driving the other day.
Yeah.
How do you eat lasagna while you're driving?
He's got a lot of quotes we just can't
We can't say
say.
most of them,
Yeah.
but that's a good one. That one and one time I hiked 7 mile. I went hiking for 7 miles and I forgot my socks.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's I miss Casey on here. Casey, come back, buddy. We miss you.
Casey, we miss you. Come on.
Come on, buddy.
But
Maybe for your birthday I'll convince him to come on.
well, you're not gonna be here for my
What we're gonna do it on
birthday.
Zoom. We can do it on Zoom. That's what we're doing right now, Zoom.
True. Well, yeah, but
I wanted I want to record one while I'm in Florida.
we should
So I'm going to Florida 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Wait, yeah,
One
you're.
week. And then the
What
week
day
after
are you
that.
leaving?
I'm leaving on the 26th.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely gone for my birthday.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Damn, the 28th, not
I'm
important
sorry.
enough.
I didn't book Florida. I just paid for the tickets.
Well, no, you're gone. I think Ben is gone. So my
Kill him.
my only plans are I think I'm just gonna go with Abby, who is also supposed to be on the show.
He might be joining the show today.
Might be, I don't know.
Probably not, but
Yeah, her internet's out because it's been raining and I guess storms are taking power and internet out with it.
yeah, it was
But
bad. I didn't have power for almost a full day. I had to go to my grandparents yesterday.
yeah. But I think my only real plan is like, yeah, my brother's birthday is close enough, so we just do like double birthday. So we just celebrate it like together with family. But other than that, I think I'm just going out with Abby that night.
Don't worry, we'll take you to the casino.
Oh, I think I've said this, but like that's my mom's big plan
Oh, yeah.
is that she wants to take me to the casino.
Okay, well, you go with your mom, and then when I get back, I'll take me and Casey will take you one weekend.
Yes, we can make it a whole school trip.
Yeah, we could try to get a bunch of people. It could be fun.
Yeah.
Get some old
Even if
friends
I
to show.
don't know them, hey, let's just hit up the casino.
Yeah, I can bring some old friends of the show back, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Let's get George. I
He
want to get
wouldn't. There's no
George at
way
the
he would
casino.
go. We're not gonna hear from him until
At the casino? He wouldn't go.
I don't know if he can.
Is he not 21?
No, gambling. I don't know if the NCAA has weird rules on gambling. I don't know if you can go to the casino.
Really?
I don't know.
That,
I don't know how it works, and I don't know.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know you can't make any bets. I don't know if it's just sports betting or you can gamble.
I think it's just Bowerts.
I honestly don't know, so I don't want to. I don't want
Well,
to say.
anyway, we'll find people to go with.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a great time with that.
But how was your 4th of July weekend?
I went to the City of Chesterfield show because Eureka was canceled and Six Flags was canceled, so I didn't have a lot of options.
I
Bluebird Park is just too busy. Otherwise, we would have gone there.
oh yeah. I went to my as I call it, the local fireworks show because my neighbors down the street, every year it's like a tradition to take a bet if they blow their house up or not. So
Right.
so I just stood in my driveway at like 10 o'clock at night, looking at all the people around me light up fireworks. And I mean, every side of my house, like, had people lighting stuff off.
The
And then
Chesterfield show was kind of boring. I'm gonna be honest.
I went to that a few times.
It's not good.
Like, it's not, well, I went like probably 5 years ago.
It's so long. It was 25 minutes
Yeah.
of straight fireworks. I would rather watch 2 minutes of boom, 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 than boom, boom, boom,
It's
boom.
America.
Yeah.
No, but up until like 2 days ago, well, like the 7th, they were still lighting off fireworks.
Yeah, it gets old. Fireworks to me are like you've seen them once, you've seen them all.
Yeah, well, especially like I have a dog and also watching my grandma's dog
Oh
this week
boy.
too. And they both hate
Oh yeah.
fireworks. So once we hear one go off, we're like, oh, you gotta get your special treat with that little pill in it
Yep.
to calm you down.
Trazodone or whatever it's called.
I don't know what it's called. We just call it like, oh, you're gonna get high tonight. You're gonna have some fun dreams.
Oh yeah, yeah. It calms them down though. You got to do it in thunderstorms and
See, the thunder doesn't bother them. Like, we go hunting with my dog, and she's fine around like shotguns. But we're trying to figure it out. She's fine with
shotguns are way
shotguns.
louder than fireworks.
I know, but I think it's because she sees where the sound is coming from.
Mm.
But with fireworks, you just hear it and she doesn't know.
Right.
But also, she's a very low IQ dog. So I don't know if she's actually that smart.
Your dog's an idiot.
Oh yeah.
My dog is a pain. I
Your
got two
dogs
of
are
them.
cute.
When have you seen my dogs? Oh, that came in. Oh
I
yeah,
was at your house.
I forgot about that. It's like, when have you seen my dogs? I was like, oh yeah, you were at my house a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came down here, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my
But
stepdad.
my
Yeah,
weekend,
I
I I didn't do many
haven't
exciting
done
things. Like
anything.
on the 5th, I went to see a movie.
What'd you see?
That was it. I saw Maxine.
I thought you were gonna say Despicable Me 4.
Not against it, but here's the thing. So Maxine loved it. Loved it.
I've never
Uh,
heard of it.
so it's the. Do you like horror movies?
Oh,
Okay, well, this one wasn't even. It's a good movie,
I can't do any kind of scary. Like even
but for the
thriller.
like horror genre. It wasn't really scary, but I also don't get scared easily.
I used to
So
get
that
scared
might
by
have been it.
Dateline.
But well, the thing with Dateline is that it's
Half the time
real.
it's in St. Louis.
Well, once
But
again, Dateline is real. This was completely fake.
half the time it's 20 minutes down the road.
Okay, well, that's a you issue. Maybe you should move.
It's 25 minutes for you.
Maybe I need to move.
East side is not far from here.
Maybe we all need to leave Missouri
I like it
together.
here. I like it here.
I'm going to Nashville. See you later.
Didn't Lauren tell me to go to Nashville with you like a month
I
ago?
no, I joked about you coming with me, and she goes, "Yeah, Jack, you should go.
That was kind of funny.
Hey, we could be roommates."
We'd kill each other.
Oh yeah, we have classes all together next year.
You're gonna hate me,
So
but and
I,
2 days a week podcast that usually or at least we're together
this
3 or 4 hours.
podcast
So
might be called
the
"We
death
Don't
of
Know
Jack.
Emily" because I might end up killing Jack.
We'll start a new series called We Don't Know Emily. Which doesn't have the same
You're
it,
gonna be on Dateline.
it doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't.
We
My
don't know
name
Jack.
doesn't go with anything, honestly.
Yeah, we don't know Jack is a great name.
If you saw my full last name, yeah, it's
We how do you say your last name?
Krakowskis.
That's what I said. You yelled at me.
When did you say it?
I don't know. Last time we talked about this. Kirkowskis?
Close enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, I that's why everything I have like social media, it's just crack. Like because I hate when people are like you go to the doctor's office or something and they're like, "How do you spell your last name?" And then I have to spell it out and then they mistype it and you have to try and figure out where they misspelled it.
With 14 vowels in there.
Yeah, close enough.
You got a lot of vowels in your name.
Oh yeah,
There's
I
like three
think
I's alone.
there's no I's in my last name.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You
Not
okay?
important. Moving on.
No, it's not. But I've always wondered how because I have like a I guess rare last name, very uncommon. But
Yeah.
I remember in English, my friend and I we were just like Googling our last names to see if we could find like where our family came from or like anything on like ancestry.com. And I might be related to a Lithuanian hockey player, which
Oh,
is very possible because my dad's side of the family is from Lithuania.
okay. Here's my claim to
And
fame with famous cousins. This isn't a good thing, but it's a thing. Have you seen the movie 42, the Jackie Robinson movie?
no,
Okay, well, there's a scene in it when Jackie's playing first base and he catches the ball and the runner spikes him.
okay.
That guy was Eno Slaughter, a very distant cousin of mine. And he's in the Hall of
It,
Fame. He's a Hall of Famer too, and his number's retired by the Cardinals. He's
okay, well then
number nine retired in the outfield.
for what team?
Cardinals.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, that's my cousin. Very distant. He's like
Just
seventh or
found
eighth
this
generation.
out.
But he's what?
I just found this out.
I've definitely talked about it before. I guess that was on the old show.
You haven't told me this.
Yeah, that's kind of my claim to fame is my cousin, like Jackie Robinson.
Well, there is some. Oh, I'll have to actually Google it. I'm not sure how I'm related, but it's my dad's side, and he was a pitcher and pitched against DeMario, I think.
The Mario.
Who was the one that was like really famous? I don't know. Oh my God, I have to.
DiMaggio. Joe
DiMaggio.
DiMaggio. You weren't even close.
I knew it was D with some M,
Joe
but
DiMaggio was married to Marilyn Monroe.
I knew he was married to someone famous.
So this guy I work with, he doesn't know anything about baseball. He goes, "Who's the guy that was married to Marilyn Monroe?" And I about hit my head on the table. Like, no, come on, you gotta know jumping Joe DiMaggio.
Okay, I don't know how I'm related to him, but he was a Canadian professional baseball pitcher. Played 7 seasons in the MLB for the Washington Senators and Cleveland Indians.
That's old school. Washington Senators. That's real old school.
That was in 1937 to 1940.
Who is
I'm
this?
trying to
What's
see.
his name?
Uh, Joe Krakowskis.
Okay.
But wait, that's weird. Some of the dates actually line up.
Well,
He's this is so bad. A left-hander, he is known for giving up the final hit during Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hit
oh, that
streak.
guy.
Yeah.
I've seen that clip before.
Wait, you've seen the clip of
I'm
him
sure I
doing
have. I've seen every historic baseball thing.
that's
Uh,
like no one in my family's done anything cool like that.
yeah.
Like, now if he was like the one to end the streak, and okay, yeah, that's cool, but no, he kept the streak going.
Well, yeah. Somebody had to do it. That
Well, it
that is
could have
that
been him.
that's the most unbreakable baseball record, I think. I mean, 764 home runs. It's gonna be hard. 5,000 strikeouts is gonna be next to impossible. But 56, nobody's even gotten to 30 since then.
No.
Oh, here's something interesting for you. Here's how the Cardinals, they were great for so long.
Mm-hmm.
They got the trade deadline in the middle season.
Yeah.
You know when the last time they traded for a position player, like a decent position player was, that wasn't like a role, like just a fill-in guy, like who was actually notable?
I'm gonna say it was probably like 20 years ago.
It was 9 years ago they traded for Brandon Moss. And before that was Matt Holliday in 2009.
I don't even remember Moss. I know
Yeah.
Holiday.
They called him Whiff 2 on the radio because him and Mark Reynolds struck out so much together. They were Whiff and Whiff 2.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, this is like 2016. Brandon Moss was incredible in 2016, and then he went 0 for 96 the end of the season. But Matt Holliday was 15 years ago when we traded for him.
I think he went in the Red Coat Club
Yeah,
for
he's a
like
Cardinal. Yeah, he is.
Cardinals Hall of Fame.
If he's not, he will be. You know what's crazy though? Is Matt Holliday only played here for like 6 or 7 years.
But he was so good when he did
Didn't
play
it feel
here.
like he was here forever?
Yeah.
Because that was our whole childhood. 2009, 2016
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
7. No, 2009. Yeah, I was 7. 2016, I was 14. So like that's elementary school
Like
until high school.
the thing is, I remember watching them winning the World Series when David Freese got to
Oh yeah,
home and they ripped off his jersey.
that was the best. That's the greatest
I
moment in the history. But
I
there will
this
never
is
be a
why
better home run than that.
no,
The
like
hometown kid,
let's
the hometown
I
kid
mean,
in his hometown with his
yeah.
hometown childhood favorite team. That'll never happen. You couldn't write a better ending to that. And he should have got benched in the middle of the game for dropping that fly ball.
Yeah.
That ball hit him on top of the head and he dropped it.
Like David Freese, even before the whole like World Series and
He
all
was
that,
good.
he was my favorite player
Oh, everybody loved him.
as a kid. Yeah, like I didn't know why. I think I was so young that I just thought his last name was cool.
Yeah.
And I just loved him so much.
You know what's crazy is who we traded to get David Freese?
No.
Jim Edmonds.
Okay. I don't like Jim Edmonds
Of course you
as an
do.
announcer.
Here
Why
we
do you
go again.
why do you give me that look?
Because Jim Edmonds is like the best announcer they've had in years, and everybody hates him because he talks too much.
No, it's not the fact that he talks too much. It's everything he talks about. He somehow relates back to him when he played.
Tim McCarver did the same thing for 50
He's
years.
like the Tony Romo for the MLB.
Okay, now you. I like Tony Romo is my favorite football announcer.
He's not bad, but
He's
it's
funny.
but Jim Edmonds isn't funny.
Yeah, I'll give you that. No, Tony Romo is a far better
Jim
announcer.
Edmonds goes, man, that's a really nice pitch. That reminds me of when I played. I'm like,
But he's so nice. He knows. I mean, I'll give you this. I haven't watched a game of Jim Edmonds announcing in a couple of years, but when he first started, man, it was so nice because it was right after McCarver retired, and
well,
it
no,
was it
you
was
gotta
so
watch
nice to hear a new voice. It was so
you
nice to hear something other than McCarver.
well, you gotta watch more recent ones or this next coming season.
Calls most of them.
I honestly I miss Dan McLaughlin.
Yeah, Danny Mac was. I was just starting to like him too.
I always
Hey,
liked
Danny, if
him.
you're listening, come on the show.
Like I always liked him, and for the Blues, when I found out Darren Pang
Oh man, that was
was when he could have gone to any other team, but when I found out he was going to the Blackhawks, I lost it.
yeah, it was sad.
And oh God, some Blues player. It was Pat just recently NHL had their draft and they
Yeah,
were doing trades too.
yeah,
Pat Maroon from
yeah,
St. Louis
yeah. He's a
won the
Blackhawk.
Stanley Cup with St. Louis, got
He won
traded to
three
the
in a row. You
Blackhawks.
know that he went to Tampa Bay and won two in a row.
Yeah, he won it with the Blues, went to Tampa, which I hated that he left the Blues to begin with, won it two in a row for Tampa, and then just recently got traded to the Blackhawks.
I don't know if he got traded or he signed, but
I I think or no, I think he signed,
okay.
but I don't know how much the contract is. I don't know how many years, but I hope he doesn't retire there.
Yeah, he only played here for a year or 2 years.
A year? I don't know. I feel like he played here longer.
Two, I think. So
But I mean, we're on sports, so
yeah.
maybe
Well,
transition to wrestling
we
because I
will
know you want to talk about that.
after the break.
True.
Zoom. All right, we're back. We fixed the Zoom issue. One day I'll just pay for it, but not anytime soon. So somebody's here that we haven't seen in a long time. How you doing, buddy?
Fuck you, Jack.
Nice to see you. We haven't had to censor anything in a while, but now you're back. I
Yeah.
swear to God, if you make me edit stuff.
I'm not gonna make you edit stuff. We're not at Lindenwood. I'm not gonna do that
Jack,
to you.
get over it. I had to do it multiple times.
Yeah, but I haven't had to do it. We've done 4 or 5 episodes, and I haven't had to
I
edit.
know.
It's been great.
I'm making your job easy.
Just wait
Yeah,
for
you
Casey's
don't need to
comeback.
work.
You're gonna have a hard time.
What?
Just wait for Casey's comeback. You're gonna have a riot with that.
I can't wait till Casey's come back. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen. Man,
You know what? I'm gonna text Casey and say all I want for my birthday is for him to come on the podcast again.
All I want for my birthday.
I'm gonna
is
guilt
to
trip
say-
him into coming back.
No,
Do
just say I want you to say every offensive thing ever, just so Jack has to edit. That'd be the best birthday gift
no,
ever.
once we go back to school,
No.
I'm not the editor anymore.
Who's the editor then?
Not me.
Who did it before?
Oh, now I'm gonna feel worse when I start saying stuff.
You better. That's why you shouldn't do it.
Like that one episode, we're like 50 minutes in, everything was perfect. Then I name drop and I just ruined everything.
Yeah.
We were at school. We were really bad about the name.
Well, yeah,
Well,
because
we see them every day.
we had
What?
classes with a lot of people that were not great people.
I
Yeah,
mean,
then
like
you see them every day, and then you start
Well,
like
it-
going off on them.
it was also the time where like half of my TV production class was on the podcast. And we were always talking about that class.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun. God, I missed that. That class was so much fun. AJ and Danny.
I have a next, so
It's some. Well, you won't get this. You won't get as lucky as I did with the group that I got.
I know I don't know anyone that's
And you know what's fun? Like the three other people. I hair in my mouth.
Jack looks like a
Jack
cat
Garner
right
over there
now.
with hair in his mouth.
The three other the people that we haven't had on the show are planning on coming on in the fall. So
Oh yeah,
we
I
got
forgot about
some stuff
that.
coming up then. So
Kyle
yeah.
Woodley, hop on the pod.
So amigo, where you been? Nope, he's gone.
Oh well, he disappeared.
Well, it was nice while we saw him. All right, so let's get into this wrestling. NXT's on right now as we record, and Wesley came to the ring and was joined by his old teammates, the Radicals from TNA, which is really cool. I can't remember Nash Carter, I think was his name in NXT, but they were a tag team, and it's good to see him back. Trey Miguel, maybe no, Trey Miguel Smith. I don't know. I don't watch TNA. I don't know his tag partners. Zachary Wentz is his name, but he's back, which is cool to see. Joe Hendry, we believe that he's here.
Sure. I believe in him. He's doing great.
You better believe in Joe Hendry. This is a pro Joe Hendry show.
Okay. I know nothing about him. I just know he has bleach blonde hair.
This
and
is, I think, the
people
fourth
love
time
him.
we've talked about Joe Hendry since he showed up in this TNA crossover.
And the only thing I know is that people love him. I guess he's good.
So Ethan Page, my good friend, I met him twice. Nice man, Ethan Page. Maybe I'll post a picture. My good buddy, as Danhausen calls him, Egon. All ego Ethan Page. He's in NXT now. He's the damn champ. Ethan Page is the champ of NXT, which makes me real happy because he's a great guy and he deserves it. I've met him twice. He's been awesome. And right at the end of the pay-per-view, they cut to Joe Hendry, that white screen of Joe Hendry, and him turning around and go, I believe in Joe Hendry. And that makes me think something's coming. You can tell I'm excited about Joe Hendry.
Well, okay, if you talked about, I don't know anything about NXT.
Okay, well, let's get to the big news.
I don't watch that.
Let's get to the big news. Who came back last night on Monday Night Raw?
My wife, Rhea Ripley, came back.
Mommy's
Did
back.
I watch it live? No. I woke up the next day and saw a clip of it.
You saw a text from me.
Yeah, Jack texted me, I think, like, immediately as it happened.
It was like 10 minutes after, but yeah.
But the thing is, I wasn't expecting her to come back that soon.
Well, I had seen some information that she was coming back. Fightful reported that she was on her way. She was in Ottawa last night.
I thought they were gonna like kind of tease it a little bit, and then she would fully be back. But I guess I didn't tease it because I never heard anything about it.
Yeah.
Ben is back, everyone.
My Wi-Fi just committed. Like I literally just lost power, like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't have power for a day, so join the club, pal.
Well, it's okay. I'm back. We're good. We're all good.
And he came back with a snack. What are you eating?
Sun chips.
Ooh,
they're pretty good actually.
Anyway,
they're not garden salsa, but they're still good.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh,
Rhea coming back.
Dom and Liv were in a mixed tag against Zelina and Ray. Zelina looks incredible lately in the ring and just in general. Zelina Vega.
How did that work? Because does Dom have a thing with Liv, or is it just completely one-sided?
He's fallen for her because they were hugging in the ring and about to make out, and then Rhea came out of the ring. And
you know what? Just for my petty ass, I want to see Rhea just body slam Dom.
She will.
Is that would just make me happy. I'd watch that on repeat.
There was a solid 6 weeks where all she did was choke him out with her legs.
I know guys who would watch that, but not for the entertainment aspect.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And everybody on the internet, have you ever seen the Dolph Ziggler picture? It should have been me.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that meme was very popular. You've seen that, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
That was very popular while Rhea was choking at Dom with her thighs every week.
Oh my. Okay.
It should have been
The
Jack
thing
Garner.
Hey now, keep my name out of that.
is,
But yeah, that happened. That was exciting. Money in the Bank. My predictions could not have been any worse.
we both. Well, no, we both predicted it was Tiffy time.
Well, we
Tiffany
knew that. That was
Stratton
obvious.
did win.
That was
She won,
very, very obvious. Uh,
but I think I predicted Cody to win with his partners,
yeah, I
but
knew that wasn't gonna happen.
the tables have turned because the Bloodline won.
The bloodline is hot right now. Jacob Fatu is turning up. That match just I was not interested in. I don't know why. If it's, I'm not. I don't know if it's not. Let me try that again. I don't know if I'm not interested in the new bloodline or what, or because I don't watch enough. I don't follow SmackDown that closely. I don't really know.
I
But that match, until they started destroying everything, it just didn't get me. I wasn't invested. And then they went to the tables, and it was like, whoa! And Michael Skoll's headset got turned off, and it was fun. But that match was
I
okay.
need to ask you what happened with Roman because I thought he was just a leader of the Bloodline, but apparently someone took over.
Yeah, Solo Sikoa is the new leader of the bloodline because
So is
Roman
Roman coming back eventually, or is he
eventually, and from
out?
what I think, the Usos are going to get back together, and then Roman will be the tribal chief again, but they'll be the good guys. Uh,
Okay.
I really hope they need a fourth. They need the fourth, right? They're bringing back
Mm-hmm.
Sammy. Sammy used to be part of the bloodline.
That would be
He
interesting.
was for a year and a half. Sami Zayn was a part of the bloodline, or 9 months
It's
maybe.
weird.
It was great. Him, and Jimmy Uso and Roman and Jay hated him. I was there live. One of the best promos of the year. Sammy said that Jay wasn't feeling very Usy anymore, and the arena. The funniest thing I've seen live in wrestling. It was great. I was in the room. It was awesome. I spilled my soda right before that because Roman's pyro was so dang loud.
Well, yeah, you don't like loud
Yeah, I
noises.
know. So yeah, but some disappointments. Um, disappointments. AJ Lee didn't come back. I don't know where I got that idea that AJ was coming back, but no AJ
I don't
Lee.
know, because you texted me that AJ Lee might come back, and I was
I
like, oh,
I
cool if she
saw
does, but I don't feel like that's true.
that was just me hoping.
You were, wait, so you didn't see like a rumor?
Well, there's a channel called Cultaholic, and they're usually pretty good with wrestling news. I saw a picture of AJ on the thumbnail, and I just assumed she was coming.
Okay, well, maybe you should have actually watched.
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't. And,
I next
it
time you
happens.
tell me something like that, I'm gonna ask for information.
Usually I'm pretty good about that, but that one, it was just, I was like, I want her to come back. And it made sense because Drew McIntyre had mentioned her on TV. And usually when people
Hmm.
get mentioned like that, they're right around the corner. Yeah,
Maybe she'll come back, but not
doubt it.
yet.
Well, so
Who knows?
Drew, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was pretty obvious he was going to win, but Drew McIntyre won Money in the Bank, and I was a little disappointed because we all knew he was cashing in later in the night, and we all knew Punk was going to screw him.
Hmm.
Phil Brooks is the worst, but we all knew Phil Brooks was going to screw him, and that's exactly what happened. Priest retained. That ref botched that finish so bad. Priest forgot to kick out of a Falcon Arrow. It's that top rope suplex into a high suplex into a sit out suplex. It's cool. Into the Falcon Arrow. He didn't kick out like he was supposed to. The ref stopped the three, and then McIntyre came down and cashed in. Punk screwed him. The worst thing of the show though is Braun Breaker lost. Bronson Rex Steiner lost.
Who was he going up against?
Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Sammy's now 2 years ago. Sami Zayn lost to Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania.
Which honestly, I would have rooted for Johnny Knoxville.
That match. Ben, do you have Peacock?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I do.
when you're
Okay.
bored, there's a great match you need to watch. You'll like it. I know you're not a huge wrestling fan, but it's Johnny Knoxville wrestling, and it's hilarious, and it's fun, and it's a good time.
I mean, how can you not love
I
Johnny
made you watch this, didn't I, last semester?
I'm gonna love
Yeah,
this
you
way too
showed
much.
me.
I think it was a fun match. But 2 years ago, he went from losing to Johnny Knoxville in WrestleMania to beating the two biggest badasses in WWE, and Gunther and Braun Breaker. And
I
then,
mean,
so the
Johnny
women's.
Knoxville. I'm on the Jackass train. I love Jackass so much.
There's too much naked Steve-O.
And you don't like that? You don't think it's funny?
It's unnecessary. Why does he got to be naked
No,
so much?
it's necessary because it's funny.
Well, Pontius is naked too all the time, isn't he?
He was like an actual playboy.
Pontius?
I think he was like an actual model for
I
like
just remember
Playboy or like Playgirl. I don't know. He was like a
It was
male
Playgirl.
model.
I knew nothing about the Jackass guys other than Knoxville and Steve-O. I didn't know who Pontius was until that Mania match. And Pat McAfee the whole time, Pontius' ass is out for
Pontius is
WrestleMania.
hilarious. He's one of my favorites.
And then Sammy took out all the Jackass guys. And he takes out Pontius, and McAfee goes, his cheeks were just starting to get over. But the other match we talked about, the women's Money in the Bank, was by far the match of the night in my mind. That match was like watching a car wreck. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Chelsea Green is the unrecognized MVP of WWE right now. She's so great. This girl, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. When Tiffany won the bank, right before she took it off the hook, she pushed the ladder over, and Chelsea flew from the middle of the ring to two tables on the outside and took a massive bump. It looked amazing. Chelsea's a badass for that.
Definitely not scripted.
It still hurts. You wouldn't be pushing up a ladder through two tables like that. Tell me that.
If you ever watch Buffalo Bills fans, they do it all the fucking time, okay?
It still hurts.
It's
I'm
fun.
just trying not
It's
to laugh.
fun to do. You need to do it. It's fun.
I want to go through a table so bad.
Are you bullshitting or do you actually want to?
I want to so bad.
You just jump. And you'll
No,
go through the
I
table.
want to be slammed through a table.
I mean,
Go to Buffalo. Go to Buffalo. They'll let me.
I want to
Yeah.
be. I want to take a rock bottom or a choke slam through a table.
I mean, we might know someone who can do that.
Maybe.
If it happens,
I know what you're thinking.
I mean,
it's not going to
I'll
happen.
film it. I won't be there to watch it.
I know what you're thinking, and it's not going to happen.
Hey, dude, I mean, we can find a non-professional to do it.
We'll just pay someone like $50 to do it.
I was thinking Ben would throw you on it.
Oh, that's not what I said. I thought you were talking about.
Free?
I thought you were talking about a future friend of the show.
Now, get Casey to do it.
Oh yeah, Casey would enjoy that.
Casey couldn't lift me up.
Casey would say the most obscene words while doing it too, though.
That's the problem.
Oh
He's
no,
like spouting
Ben
gibberish
and
while picking up
Casey.
Jack.
Ben and Casey can pick you up and throw you through a table.
Yeah, I'm getting skinny. This is a different topic, but we've been talking about my weight loss journey. I lost 15 pounds since the last time we saw Ben.
How much did you weigh when you first saw me?
I was 220,
See, look at that. Look at that improvements. That's beautiful. I'd love to see it.
and I'm down to 205 right now.
Considering
Congratulations.
considering in the span of like November to March, I dropped 60 because I stopped eating.
Well, I'm doing it the healthy way.
I didn't do it the healthy way. You can ask Emily. I was in hell the whole time.
Yeah. I'm doing
I mean,
good.
I found that out when some issues were resolved. That's where I'm gonna leave it.
Hey.
But yeah, a lot of interesting things in wrestling going on, and I'm getting skinny. So,
Are you going to be a
Fat
wrestler?
Jack is no more.
The fat Jack is leaving
Three-stack,
the station.
three-stack Jack is no more.
Hey now.
Just wait until we go to Waffle House again.
Dude, that's what I was referring to. Like the 3 plates he got, three-stack Jack.
I'm
How
kind of
about
sad. I missed him eating 3 plates of food at Waffle House.
Dude, I will
You're
like
not there?
not eat a whole day and do that exact same thing.
Were you
Well,
not there?
I was there at the beginning, but then I had to go leave to see if we could get in.
And
You you also weren't at Gingham's with me and Ben and Morgan.
Oh yeah,
Or
I wasn't. I
talking
You
about me
remember-
inhaling that plate in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you did. But Morgan was getting rid of her mac and cheese, and I was like, and the waitress came to take it, and I was like, no, give it over here.
I've never been like, I wasn't even embarrassed. I was just like, what the hell did he do?
Yeah, I've done it before, so it's not the first.
She gives him the macaroni. He gives me like this little happy grin and like starts rubbing his hands together like this and starts.
I
eating
did
the
not.
macaroni. Yes, you did.
Okay, maybe I did, but
But
I wouldn't put it past me.
going off of wrestling, Ben is having issues with the UFC right now.
hmm
I'm not sure what's going on.
I know. I'll start you off, buddy. McGregor and Chandler. It's not ever gonna happen because
You know what? I'm not even mad
McGregor's a
about that.
bitch.
I'm mad about something else. Israel
Continue.
Adesanya. Israel
Let's go
Adesanya. Do you know who that is, Jack?
Yes,
Is coming off of a loss to Sean Strickland, correct? Correct.
yes,
Tell me why he's getting a title shot against Duplessis.
because he's Adesanya.
He hasn't fought in a year.
It's his name value.
He already got the immediate rematch against Pereira, and Pereira dog walked him. And now he's
Pereira
fighting
killed that guy.
Duplessis. Pereira kills anyone that's in the octagon with him.
So I don't know. I don't know what's fun about UFC. Are him and Holloway the same size?
Alex and Holloway,
Yeah.
there's about like an 80-pound difference.
I'm new to getting into UFC.
Okay, not really like 80 pounds. We're gonna ballpark it and say roughly Pereira's 205, Holloway's 145. Yeah, about 70, maybe
Just saying,
60.
'cause those are two of the hardest hitting guys in the company.
Yeah. And I've just been having issues with Hamzat Chimaev didn't fight, Conor McGregor didn't fight, Jamal Hill didn't fight, Brian Ortega pulled out like 2 minutes before his fight. All these big names are pulling out, and it's all because of the weight cut that they're going through.
The last fight that I watched was Poirier and Makachev.
That was so good, and it ended in such a heartbreaking way.
Makachev was going to win that fight. We knew that.
Well, technically, I had it 2-2, and a lot of people had it on 2-2.
I
But-
didn't.
When Makachev did that whole like spinning flip Poirier and get on his back, I was like, yeah, it's done.
Well, Makachev had him in the first round.
He did, but Poirier, I don't know what Poirier's been doing, but he looks good on the ground, even though he never looked good on the ground.
Well, if Makachev wanted to, and it seemed like he wanted, it kind of felt like Makachev wanted to go 5 rounds.
He did because he wanted to prove he could knock out Poirier because everyone called him a submission artist.
Because he could have choked him out in that first round. I feel like he let Poirier. He had him in that rear neck and choke, and he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, I mean, Makachev is weird though because he's very hit or miss. Like he'll have a dominant performance against Poirier, but then he fought Volk, and then Volk pieced him up. I thought Volk won that first fight that they had. I actually had Volk winning it.
I didn't see the Pereira fight. I got there right after it ended.
Against Yuri.
No, whoever he knocked out,
Yuri.
he got killed.
I like Yuri Prohaska too. That's what hurts. I wouldn't care if he got knocked out, but he got knocked out like 3 seconds into the round with a head kick,
Jeez.
and I was just it was awful.
You ever been
And then we
kicked in
got-
the head?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it hurt?
Depends on where you get kicked at.
Okay.
If you get hit right in like the front of your head, you'll be fine. But he got kicked right in like the temple. So as soon as that connection made, he was done. Like he didn't know where he was. He couldn't defend himself. It was too clean.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That it was. I was out that night. I was at Helen Fitzgerald's in South County, and it's big sign that says UFC night. They didn't have UFC on anywhere,
Oh,
so I ended up back at JP's.
I would have boycotted that night.
Yeah, well, I ended up back at JP's at like 12, right after the fight ended.
Yeah, well, the next pay-per-view wasn't nothing to talk about either, so I don't know about it.
No.
Fighters aren't bad, but Leon, you know who Leon Edwards is, right?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, he's fighting Bilal Muhammad, who has a 16% finish rate in the UFC. And I don't know if you know what that means, but that means this is going to either be a quick main event or we're going to be suffering for 25 minutes.
Fair point.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Who in your mind is the greatest UFC fighter of all time?
So if we're doing it off of that, I immediately take out anyone who's tested positive for steroids.
Bye-bye, Bones.
Yeah, bye-bye Bones, bye-bye Dillashaw, all that
Lesnar.
fun stuff. If I had to pick a fighter, it'd probably be GSP.
It's a safe bet.
Georges St. Pierre was just too good.
What about Cormier?
Daniel Cormier.
He was a monster.
He was, and he would be up there if Stipe didn't piece him up. Because
Did
then
GSP ever lose?
Yeah, he lost to, I think, Matt. I don't know. Let me check who he lost to real quick. He did lose to somebody, and then he came back and fought Bisping and then just completely beat the piss out of Bisping.
You remember when CM Punk tried to fight in the UFC?
Yeah, and it was like the worst thing ever.
I hate CM Punk.
I hate him too.
Bill Brooks is his name, is what he referred to on this show. Bill Brooks.
Bill Brooks is awful.
We will not call him CM Punk.
I will, though.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
Show rule.
No.
He will not be referred to. as
I
CM
know
Punk.
him as CM Punk, though.
Okay, at least call him Pepsi Phil.
All right, I can do that.
Pepsi, that's his name, Pepsi Phil.
No, it's CM Punk.
No, it's Phil Brooks, technically.
I'm standing by my childhood.
We don't
All
like
right, ladies,
we don't like CM Punk on this show.
Hey, one of my first childhood crushes, okay?
With
If you
CM
need
Punk?
to know my... Yeah.
Oh,
If
God.
you need to know
What am
my
I
type
doing?
in men, it was CM Punk when I was like 7.
I've never been more disappointed in you.
Oh, no, you don't know me that well, if that's what disappoints you.
But it couldn't have been Jeff Hardy.
No. It was CM Punk. Listen, dude, sometimes tattoos just get me. Actually, most
Jeff
of the
Hardy
time.
has more tattoos.
They don't need...
the same now.
I'm not into the machine
It's not
gun
the same.
where they're covered. It's sleeves and other. I can show you my dream crush later. It's a musician, if you
Man,
know.
who's the this was a question last week. Most attractive WWE wrestler. Who's the most attractive UFC fighter? And there is a right answer to this.
Misha Tate.
Over PVZ?
In my personal preference, Misha Tate.
Paige Van Zant is not even a question.
She does OnlyFans. Take her out.
I gotta remember what Misha looks like. Okay. No.
I just Googled her.
I'd still say Paige or Michelle Watterson.
While we're on the UFC topic, I'm about to piss some people off just because I can.
Well, bud, we got 4 minutes before Zoom's going to kick us off, so make it quick.
Khabib is not the lightweight GOAT. He's not.
Who is?
Anyone but Khabib.
Khabib never lost a fight.
Yeah, but listen, tell me if you know any of these fighters he's fought, all right? Kamal Shaloris.
No.
Gleison Tibau.
Nope.
Abel Trillo.
Nope.
Pat Healy.
Nope.
Daryl Horsher.
Nope.
Syed Kaliovov.
Nope.
Ali Bagov.
No.
Rafael Dos Anjos.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's his first fight, and then he gets a title fight against some guy named Al Iquintino, whatever the fuck his name is, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, he beat Poirier, McGregor, and Gaethje, but you're telling me he had the easiest road to a title fight ever?
Hold on. He beat Poirier, McGregor, and Gaethje, and you're gonna say he's not great?
He's not great. Because those are the only 3 people he's fought.
Those are 3 all-time greats, dummy.
Gaethje sucks ass. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gaethje was great in his prime.
What was his prime? He didn't even have a prime.
I don't know. I don't know that much about him. I just know he's a big name.
Gaethje's just entertaining. That's all. He lost to Oliveira. He lost to Khabib. He got pieced up by Holloway with 1 second left, which is kind of embarrassing.
That's one of the best fights of all time, though.
Oh, that is. Don't get me wrong. That literally is.
It is an all-time amazing fight. That's the greatest fight I've ever seen.
Hey, fun fact: St. Louis might get a pay-per-view soon in UFC.
Yeah, they just had one.
No, we had a fight night.
Same thing.
No, it's not. No title fight.
Oh.
But Dana White said we might get a pay-per-view soon, so we might still have money.
You know the guy that took his pants off after the knockout in St. Louis?
Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis. Did you see the shorter guy walk up to him and then walk away?
Mm-hmm.
That's my grandpa.
Derek, why'd you take your pants off? Because my balls was hot. I love how he said, "I understand" immediately after. He's like, "I understand."
But you can see the video. It's kind of funny. You can see my grandpa walk up to him to like tell him where to go, and he takes his pants off and walks off. He's like, "Nope, not dealing with you."
I'm like, "Yeah." And I just love how Rogan just like, "I understand, Lewis. It's okay. Your balls was hot. Nothing much you can do."
Rogan wasn't there for that.
No, this was like when he first did it.
No.
And, and he asked him, and he said, "My balls was hot." And he's just like, "I understand, Derek."
What's funny is my grandpa his friend posted it on Facebook, and it tagged him in it. And I don't remember who it was. Somebody I knew though was like, "Why did he do that?" And my grandpa goes, "He said my balls was hot."
Well, did you hear after he first did it? He said, "Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass at?" Because he knocked out her husband.
Oh, Travis.
Mm-hmm.
He knocked out Travis.
Brown? Isn't that his name, Travis Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. He mollywopped him.
No, really.
Yeah, and so then he was like, "Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass at?"
He wasn't a great. Travis wasn't the best. Travis, I wouldn't mess with him, but he wasn't the greatest fighter.
Travis definitely, if I remember correctly, had like the biggest like decline in fights ever. Like he just fell off the face of the planet and went on like a losing streak.
Speaking of Ronda, you know how she went to WWE after she retired?
Yeah.
Ronda was a massive star in the WWE for her first run, and then she was hated her second run.
Yeah.
And then out of left field, she showed up in Ring of Honor. Not even AEW, Ring of Honor.
Oh.
And Ring of Honor is owned by AEW. She you remember Marina Shafir?
Mm-hmm.
She was tag team with Marina Shafir.
Oh.
Because she had the 4 girls. She had on Ultimate Fighter, Jess Duke, Shayna Baszler, and Marina Shafir.
Mm-hmm.
They were all in the WWE at one point.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
Yeah, Shayna's a freaking monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna prove a point real quick. So this is about Travis Brown.
We got to take a break in 30 seconds. So
he beat Josh Barnett, lost to Verdum.
He beat Josh
Brendan
Barnett.
Trump. Yeah.
Dang.
And then he lost to Andre Arlovsky, beat Matt Patrone, and then lost to Cain Velasquez, Verdum, Derek Lewis, and Alexi Olenek. That's the last we saw of him. And
speaking of that, we'll get into Cain Velasquez in just a minute. Hop back on. Mm-hmm. All right. So zoom for a third try now. Let's see if see how this goes for the third time. But you mentioned Cain Velasquez, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Cain Velasquez is a good man who should not be in jail.
Did he get found guilty of what he did?
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely guilty, but what he did was okay in my mind.
No, what he did was the right thing to do.
Now, did he need to shoot a whole round at a guy and miss? No. I mean, is it a shame he missed? Yes, but
What did he do?
So Cain Velasquez somebody in his family, they never said who, was getting assaulted at daycare.
Okay.
Sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Allegedly hundreds of times at daycare. And the guy got arrested for it. And then they let him out on bail, and Cain chased him down and unloaded a magazine into his trunk and missed and shot the dad.
Oh.
Well, it said attempted murder, so I don't know if he actually killed him or not.
No, he didn't kill him. He just shot him.
I mean, what Kane did. I mean, to be fair, what dad or like what like if like your family member would not do the same.
In my mind, he's dad of the year.
No, he literally is. Like at a daycare of all places is absolutely wild.
You know what a good punishment for that guy should be?
Cut his dick off.
Well, but 5 minutes locked in a room with Kane.
Make it 15. Like a
Kane don't need 15. He'd kill him in 5.
No, but Kane would make those 15 minutes last every second.
15 minutes might be cruel and unusual.
No,
how about 10? We go in between.
The guy diddled a kid. I don't see anything that could be seen as like anything like saving
I don't
him.
either,
Right? Make him feel all of it.
It's California at the same time.
He still diddled you, right?
California.
Yeah, that's not going to slide in California.
Yeah,
Hopefully they try. I don't know, man. He doesn't deserve to be locked in jail for what he did.
No, not even a little bit. There's Cain Velasquez is a good man.
He literally is. Like, I haven't met him, but I know people who've met him, and he's like the sweetest person you'll ever meet outside of the UFC and Octagon.
Oh, he's a psycho in the Octagon.
Yeah, but outside of it, he's like the nicest person in the world.
Since we're talking about fighters, you see Tyson Fury lost the first time?
Jack, we talked about this like 2 months ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
I thought it just happened.
No, he lost to Alexander Usyk like 2 months ago.
Oh, my timeline's off.
Well, and then they're having a rematch in December, which I'll actually buy the pay-per-view for because it's really interesting.
Summer all runs together, and I don't know when the last time we talked was, and everything kind of runs together.
Here, I can check when their fight was.
No, let's not fact check me this bad.
I'm not checking. I'm trying to see if they actually have a rematch set up.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they're having a rematch in early to mid-December for Tyson Fury.
Oh,
so
you missed an important conversation earlier.
What?
Is Freebird the greatest guitar solo of all time? I think without a doubt it is.
I think it is.
2-1.
Are we forgetting Eruption by
No, because that's why I had to think about it, because the two that immediately came to mind was Freebird and Eruption. If we're going
Eddie Van Halen all the way.
If we're going off of the like how I feel about the two solos, it would go to more towards Eruption. But if we're going towards like how like it impacted everything, it has to be Freebird.
Now here's another.
You're saying Freebird had more impact than Van Halen?
Yes.
It blows my mind how
people don't say.
People don't say
older than you.
Think about how many guitar players there are because of Eddie Van Halen alone.
Well, people say crank up that Freebird, not crank up that Eruption.
True. And what song did traffic laws still apply in?
Both.
No, there's no law.
I hear people saying Freebird than Eruption.
Okay, no, but here's the thing. Jack has never heard Eruption.
What?
I'm sure I have.
Garner, what the fuck?
I'm sure I have.
So I feel like he can't talk about it if he hasn't heard it.
You know what, Jack? Nope. My opinion has been revoked.
Now, here's a different question. We're comparing musicians here. Who's a better drummer, Ringo Starr or Dave Grohl?
Dave Grohl.
No.
Dave
if
Grohl,
you're talking about historical impact on music, then I'm going to say Ringo because the Beatles as a whole.
Yeah.
But if you're going with the 90s revolution of rock up until now, Dave Grohl.
But when at the same time, when was the last time Dave Grohl played the drums?
The Taylor Hawkins tribute.
Okay, that's once. Has he played the drums?
He was in the biggest 90s grunge band.
I know.
Ever.
Since Nirvana.
He played it for the Taylor Hawkins tribute and the whole first album for Foo Fighters he drummed for. Because he fired the hired gun for that band. Okay. Fired him and redid the whole drum tracks.
All right, here's another one for you, Ben.
Wait, you thought my answer on next? I don't think I gave an answer.
No, you didn't give an answer.
Neil Peart.
That wasn't an option. It was Ringo.
That's not an option.
It was Ringo or Dave Grohl.
David Grohl.
I disagree. I think Ringo is, but we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Okay, I can tolerate that.
I can admit Dave Grohl is a elite level drummer, and I can admit Ringo's an elite level drummer. But at the same time, also without Ringo, there might not be a Dave Grohl.
Very true. But which one do I enjoy more? Dave Grohl.
I do like the Foo Fighters a lot.
All right, hit me with the other question you had.
Slash or Jimi Hendrix?
Slash.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Are we going personal opinion or like their impact on music?
We'll go personal.
Personal?
Slash.
I gotta go Jimi Hendrix.
I can respect why you say Jimi Hendrix because I know you do like Hendrix a lot, but
I mean,
Slash
Slash puts out his solo albums, but I don't search for his music. Jimi Hendrix, I literally go on Spotify and type in Jimi Hendrix to listen to.
Why is Carrie Underwood opening for Slash?
because they've always been opening for each other.
It doesn't make any sense. Carrie Underwood's the headliner.
It doesn't have to make sense. It could literally be like, oh, here's that, and then boom.
It's just strange to me. I heard because they're two very different kind of music.
Well, she's covered Guns N' Roses.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, Jack, did I tell you I got kicked out of V-Stock?
Why?
So they had a raffle, and raffles, and I put my name in 2 vinyl Funko Pops, and it was Guns N' Roses and AC/DC's Back in Black, and I won both of them.
Back in Black.
And they said I can't raffle anymore, so I got sad and left.
Do you get them though?
So
Yeah, I got them. I get them. I pick them up in 3 days. But the other one that I wanted was a Blink 182, and I didn't get it.
Blink 182 is hot right now.
I'm seeing them.
Are they doing their
in
farewell
like a
tour?
month.
Is that the farewell tour they're doing or no?
They're not that old, are they?
No, it's called One More Time because that's what the album is called, but I don't think it's
Well, she's at Blink 182. I get to have an intervention with my uncle at Five Finger Death Punch.
You get to see Marilyn Manson though.
I do get to see Marilyn Manson though.
But he's on my bucket list. And I know there's so many allegations against him and like lawsuits, but
you know what? I don't think he did it.
Honestly, some of them have been proven false. Like most of them have been dismissed.
It's
like
just
Trevor Bauer.
He eats the Bible on stage, so a lot of people are going to be very disheartening towards him.
Well, people blamed him for Columbine because he was popular at the moment, and they were like, "Oh, the
Joe
kids
Hendry
listened."
just showed up in NXT.
They're like, the kids who listened to him that like shot up the school, and it's like, listen, you had Judas Priest because people played their music in reverse, and it was like, oh, they were telling people to kill themselves. No, you hear what you want to hear.
That's like me saying, "Oh yeah, I killed those toddlers because I listened to Sum 41."
Yeah, that's not a valid argument.
Sorry to interrupt this. We believed in Joe Hendry, and he's here.
Yeah, we had a come to Jesus moment with Hendry.
Joe Hendry. Man, we believe in Joe Hendry on the show.
We believe in Joe Hendry? Okay. I can get down with that.
We are full believers in Joe Hendry. The whole crowd is, he don't even work there and the crowd's going nuts. He's in TNA and he's going nuts in WWE crowd.
Oh, yeah.
It's Joe Hendry time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's bedtime.
No, there's no Joe Hendry slander on the show.
I didn't slander him.
No, and I need to have an intervention with myself is what I need to do.
Oh no.
Because you know why. It's about Def Leppard.
Okay.
Pour some sugar on me.
I was going into Def Leppard with the impression that Kiss was the greatest concert I ever saw. Cheap Trick performs. They were great, but not the best. Journey performs. Not the worst, but not the best. Def Leppard performs. And I rethought everything.
Def Leppard was that good?
Yes.
Riz talked about him. He said he played all the hits.
Seeing him drum with one arm is inspiring.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like hearing him having to relearn the drums just so he can keep playing with the band is just that's dedication.
Well, I mean, Joe Elliott by himself is just a great vocalist. Always has been. He's not like an Axl Rose that kind of like past his prime, just went downhill. I think he's always been able to keep his voice.
Rick Allen is just he's so good. And they even had like a little slow section in the concert that was honestly amazing. It ended with bringing on the heartbreak and they had an acoustic. And then when they usually yell no, they started going like all ham. And I was just like, Jesus, I love it.
It was the first stop of the tour too, wasn't it?
It was. And it was so good. And it
Apparently
it was like 75 outside.
They've been rehearsing at Chafix for the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know the Stones in like 2021, they were St. Louis was the first stop, and they were here for like a whole week ahead of time.
Yeah. Next year, I don't know when they're coming, but AC/DC is going to be at Busch Stadium most likely.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to that.
I'm going to that too.
Here's the important question. Sorry.
What?
Go.
The fact that, so my favorite band is opening for AC/DC in Europe, I thought about it multiple times of like, should I go to the UK?
We were literally talking. You told me about it at one point. Would you go to the UK to go see the Pretty Reckless with me? I was like, what the fuck?
No.
And AC/DC.
I was like, where did this come from?
No, I've gone to this show in Spain where she got bit by a fucking bat on stage.
I forgot that happened.
Like all over the news too. Like TMZ picked it up. It's like she had to get rabies shots too.
Jesus.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm like, God, and I thought about going to Vegas to see them open for the Stones too.
I'll give a good episode after Billy Joel.
I'll give a good one after Limp Bizkit.
Man, here's the important question for you, buddy. How was the parking
at Busch?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've experienced worse.
The parking at Busch is not bad normally.
Despite the fact that when I checked tickets 2 days in advance, Def Leppard was sold out. I've experienced only one concert worse parking wise in my life. What? And that was Stevie.
Where is that at the Dome?
Enterprise.
Stevie Nicks was not that bad.
Me and Emily sat in the car for like 30 minutes listening to them. People like lean out their windows and yell at each other. They had like a 3.5 hour
30 minutes is not bad. What, dude? When I went to the Royal Rumble at the Dome, it took 2 hours to get out.
I guess it was people were like road raging at each other. We watched. Huh? Didn't
you guys both go to Metallica?
No, I didn't go to Metallica.
Went.
That was way worse traffic.
Oh yeah, we were in some parking garage. That was a mess.
Now I'm gonna pray for Emily in downtown because you got Pink and Blink-182 happening at the same time and a Cardinals.
The thing is, I'm not driving to that one. My friends are driving.
Yeah, and then you got Five Finger Death Punch at the amphitheater, which I will be there. Then you have something going on in the music park. Then you have something going on at Hawthorne.
Chaffetz.
Chaffetz, Fish is there, and I'm just like, really? This is like the safest time St. Louis will ever be.
Yeah, but honestly, the busiest.
But I'd also trust myself down there more than I would any other time.
I don't mind going down to like Chaffetz. I don't mind going. I'll go to Chaffetz alone. I don't mind Chaffetz.
After going to the Red Flag for the first time, I'm more confident going back there again.
How's Red Flag?
It's not in like the best area, but they take their security very seriously.
It's right off Cherokee Street, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's right by Harrison Stowe State.
That's not terrible over there.
Not terrible, but the fact that they took security so seriously was just like honestly impressive.
I wanted to see Columbus there last year, and I didn't get around to it.
I thought Hailstorm there, and like Hailstorm's like a pirate band from like the UK kind of area, and so I looked at my brother and said, you know what? We're meeting like 8 people here, all right? There's going to be like no line. We're going to get in and get out, and the line was like about 2 blocks down just to get in. I didn't think pirate bands were that popular, but you
Yeah.
never know.
Next
Hey,
time
I saw a Viking metal band.
at Red Hill
I
That,
Lake,
want
that was pretty sick.
I want to see that one band that made the song "Diggy Diggy Hole." That looks so entertaining.
Oh, that's the dwarf metal band.
What's that? There's this band on my Spotify named Gudalax, and I don't know who they are.
I've never heard of them.
Ben,
Their song that appeared was called "Sex, Drug, and Fecal Core."
I'll listen to it.
I'm gonna play it.
You guys know the weird music I've showed you guys in the past, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ben, I found a new one that rivals Horsecock.
What is it?
It's called "I Glued My Balls to My Butthole Again."
Oh God. Oh, I
What?
found it. Hold on.
Well, Casey found it. We can give Casey credit for that.
Wait, don't play it on here.
Yeah, don't
No,
play anything.
I don't think there's any words in it.
No, don't play any music. I don't have the rights to anything. Don't play any music.
I got you then.
You can send it, but they took "I Glued My Balls" off of Spotify.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wait, you don't have rights to anything?
Yeah, we cannot play anything.
Yes, you can.
No.
Loyalty-free music.
Well, you don't play anything.
Okay.
Put the laptop down.
I was gonna look up "Sneaky Snitch" by Kevin MacLeod and start playing that. Because you can play that without like getting striked because it's free music.
All right. Well, we start to wind down here a little bit. We got some fun stuff coming up in the future. Nothing is for sure, so I'm not going to say any names. But we have some exciting, really, if it works out like I think it will, two big guests, probably our two biggest guests. No, not even probably. It is our two biggest guests. I won't say who they are. I don't know when they'll be on, but I know they're both interested. And we don't have a date booked yet, but hopefully it'll be together. We'll get together soon. Next week, we're shooting to be in person. So we haven't been together in a month. It'll be good to do it live again from my basement, hopefully next month. Couple things I want to say. Friday is my Grandma Ev. It's her 93rd birthday. I know she's listening. Happy birthday, Grandma. And I also want to give a shout out to my guy Fritz from JP's. Fritz Ludhauser. He had a heart attack the other night. And he's in our prayers. We hope he's doing better soon. We need him back at JP's. So hope he's doing better. And not trying to end on a sad note there, but I hope he's okay. We all hope he's doing better. You guys got anything?
I will continue my quest to get Tyron Woodley on the pod.
Okay.
Is it
One day I'm gonna get him. One day.
Ben's doing a side quest? I don't have any updates.
Nothing exciting.
No, I'm just working and taking care of two dogs that are very chaotic. I'm very tired, if you can't tell by the bags under my eyes. I
got the listen to you with the dog outside, and you'd sound like you were having a great time.
Oh, yeah. I was on the phone with Ben the other day when I was walking the dog. I was trying not to lose it.
You're having such a nonchalant, hissy fit about the dog not wanting to go to the bathroom. It was so sad but so funny.
Oh yeah, I was doing that again today, and my old history teacher lives down the street, and he was trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to pick up dog shit at the same time.
I would have thrown it. I was leave me alone.
Listen, I haven't seen you since high school. This is probably the worst time for you to try and talk to me.
He's like, Emily, you remember that one assignment you missed? Yeah, I remember.
Oh no, I never missed an assignment. We pretty much didn't do anything in that class.
I missed so many assignments, but because I played football, they just marked me as exempt.
Not fair.
You had that privilege. I didn't.
I'd be sitting in one of my coach's rooms, just sitting on my phone. All of a sudden, you got 100 on this paper. I was like, I wasn't even there, but okay.
Joe Hendry just pinned Sean Spears in a main event. What in the hell is happening?
We can say about the UFC too. What in the hell is happening with all these damn main eventers pulling out?
Yeah, well, that's a topic for next week. I also want to say my guy Hitchhike Mike, he broke his arm. Hope he's doing better. Hope surgery goes good. But yeah, Been fun today. Thank you guys for all listening today. We'll be back next week. Good night, everybody.